Hello, YouTube family. This is an update into the disappearance of Felicia Johnson, and I have to warn you that the details are very graphic, and I'm sorry about that. It seems that Felicia Johnson visited a Houston club. That's what we were told in the beginning. Felicia Johnson visited a Houston club called CoverGirl seeking employment. After being denied employment inside the CoverGirls club because of the color of her skin, allegedly, Felicia Johnson was waiting outside of the club for someone to pick her up when she disappeared. So here is the update. This all happened on April 16th of 2022. She was only visiting Houston, Texas from San Diego, looking for employment. Her dad came to Texas in hopes of finding his daughter. His name is Mr. Kevin Johnson. Her dad pleaded with everyone for some news of his daughter's whereabouts. He even enlisted the help of a local councilman. At least I guess he's a councilman, or maybe he's just a mouthpiece who knows how to speak in front of the cameras. I don't know. The police are now looking for 28-year-old Chabuco Nubadu. It seems that Mr. Chabuco Nubadu made several purchases at Walmart for garbage bags and towels, and then he purchased a saw at Home Depot. Mr. Chabuco Nubadu has several searches in his phone that police confiscated during a traffic stop. The search include how to destroy DNA, the most wooded area in Houston, and how to become a serial killer. Mr. Chabuco Nubadu threw out Felicia Johnson's. He threw out Felicia Johnson's purse and cell phone at Brightcrest Park, and her cell phone was bloody. He has been charged with her murder and tampering with evidence. Malcolm X with the toupee has been helping Felicia Johnson's family, and I am not sure what the relationship between Chabuco and Felicia was, but Felicia was staying at the Intercontinental Hotel, and Chabuco is seen on surveillance allegedly picking her up in the early morning hours of April the 16th. He then took Felicia to the Windchase Apartments, and then he picked her up because he had moved from the Windchase Apartments. So he picked her up and took her to his real apartment. But it was at Chabuco's apartment where it is said that police found DNA evidence that he had killed her. He threw her personal belongings in a park, disposed of her body, and her father said he would not rest until he found out where his daughter is or what happened to her. And I can't blame him. The police believe that Chabuco is the man who gave Felicia a ride from the strip club, the CoverGirls Club, where she went to look for employment. He has spoken to CoverGirls, and Mr. Chabuco planned to cover up this crime, this young woman's murder. It seems that the news is saying that the way the two knew each other is that Felicia posted on an escort service, and Chabuku called an Uber to come and pick her up. But I don't know, to pick her up in the early morning hours of April the 16th. But the news can be very confusing because even if he picked her up, wait a minute. She took an Uber from the Intercontinental Hotel to the Windchase Apartments, but he wasn't living there anymore. So I guess he went and picked her up from the Windchase Apartments and took her to his real apartment where he murdered her, allegedly. Because even though, well, he has not been found guilty, even though he's been charged with murder. But at some time during that encounter, this young lady had to go to CoverGirls, or so the news was saying. And then supposedly he was the one that picked her up from CoverGirls. But I can't understand why he would murder her. And who did she come to Houston, Texas to see? Was she coming to meet up with him after posting an ad on an escort service? How it really don't make no sense. The news is saying that they met because of an ad that she posted on an escort service. But supposedly, he is the same person that picked her up from CoverGirls. So I just don't get it. But anyway, this man is 28 years old and her body has not been found. And I'm going to try to show you his picture. He's 28. Taunting a heartbroken family and the community who has been following her case closely. This was a wicked crime and a crime against women and a crime against humanity. Court documents revealing 28-year-old Chupa. This is 28-year-old Chabuku Nubudu, and he is the man who has been charged with the murder of Miss Felicia Johnson. He did all kind of researches on how to be a serial killer, what is the most forested area in Houston, Texas, how to dispose of a body, how to dispose of DNA. Maybe he lured her to Texas to kill her. I have no idea if they met because of an ad that she put on an escort service, but this man is he's on the run, and Felicia Johnson's body has not been recovered. So maybe if they find him, maybe they will find Felicia Johnson's body. I'm sorry for the graphic content of this video, but guys, there are some sick people in this world. And young women, we need to be aware. Stop trusting these men when they promise you the yellow brick road. The yellow brick road is just a fantasy. Stop trusting these men that you meet on the internet. Young women are losing their lives. And to Miss Felicia Johnson, may you rest in eternal peace. Let me see if I can go back to her picture. Let's see. Let's see if I can go back. There she is. Nope, that's not it. Let's go up a little bit more. Okay. Miss Felicia Johnson, may you rest in eternal peace. And to her family, my condolences go out to her family. We need to pray for them because they are really hurting. Mr. Kevin Johnson, who is the father of Felicia Johnson, was hoping to find his daughter alive and to receive this devastating news that she has been murdered is just heart-wrenching for the family. All right, guys, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up button, turn on your notifications, subscribe to the channel. All right, guys. I love you guys. Y'all stay healthy and stay blessed. I'm out.